Hello. Hello and good evening. My name is Sadiq Roberts, Senior Class President of Barack Obama Academy. And I would like to welcome you to the commencement ceremony of the Barack Obama Academy class of 2013. It has certainly been a long time coming. Looking back, it seems as though only yesterday we were all ninth graders, walking nervously through the halls of Rosenstein on our first days of high school. Before we came to love and adore one another, before all the championships and awards and recognition, before the reputation and respect that we as Eagles demand from our city, before we had a name. I thought long and hard about how exactly to address this speech. It's not every day that one has the honor of saying the final farewell to 4 years of greatness. How exactly does one say farewell? To 4 years of laughs, new friends, drama, teachers who genuinely want to see us make it, and Dr. Walters, who I have yet to see wear the same bow tie more than once. But give his all so that we can have just a little bit more than we did yesterday. How do we say goodbye? And I realize that we don't have to. Goodbyes come at the end of a journey. And my friends, we are just getting started here. Rather, I will say, see you later. For we will each see each other again, whether it be in a magazine or on a billboard, or even in the communities with our families. Eagles were given wings for a reason, and it is finally our time to take flight. The essence of which I wanted to speak with you today is the importance of names. The world we live in today is one of reputation, credibility, and honor. From the local street vendor all the way up to the Fortune 500 enterprise, our worth is determined by our name and the standards that we hold true to and represent. Eagles, we are here. We have made it to the finish line. And as we step out into this world of uncertainties, I ask you this: are you really who you think you are? And are you who you need to be? If your answer to both of these questions is yes, then I must admit that you are in a great spot. But if not, and you happen to fall short as many of us do, the time is now. The time for change is now. Straighten up, make better decisions, live life to the fullest, and make mistakes. The only failure is the choice to have never tried. Be kind and generous to others, and soar to new heights of success. But most importantly, build a name that you can be proud of. It's not always what people call you. It's what you answer to. And it's not always the stigmas labeled unto you, rather the titles that you grant for yourself. Doctor, sir, ma'am, father, mother. Our names are our own, an extension of oneself, worn as badges of honor and handed down through generations. And most importantly, names are remembered. As we step out across this stage to attain the keys to our future, remember this: we have never had a better opportunity at a fresh start. So open your arms and embrace the world. Change it as you see fit. Be your own person and have your own ideas. Be a genuine individual, and I promise that you will become the precious and desirable name that your great mind has worked to make. A coach once spoke to me and said, "Give it all you've got. Leave it all out on the court. And at the end of the game, win or lose, we will be champions." So I say to you, Go out there and be all that you can be. Have a life of prosperity and live regret-free. And at the end of this game, we will all be champions, for we are eagles. And our name is greatness. Thank you.
Please stand for the national anthem and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glow, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
To Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Linda Lane, Dr. Regina B. Hawley, Board of Directors, special guests, parents, guardians, grandparents, siblings, relatives, friends, and most importantly, to the Barack Obama Academy of International Studies graduates of the class of 2013. On behalf of the faculty and the staff, allow me to formally open our program this evening and extend a very warm welcome to all of you to the 2013 commencement exercise of the Barack Obama Academy of International Studies, themed Setting a Precedent, Creating a Legacy. We are celebrating the second graduates of this fine institution, and they have set a precedent of excellence. Before you are students who have engaged in the rigor of the prestigious International Baccalaureate Diploma Program and leave today with a skill set that is globally acceptable. I look forward to this class creating a long-lasting legacy that serves as inspiration for future classes. The road has not been easy, but I truly hope the road has been rewarding. Aristotle once said, "The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. My hope is that our graduates will share the fruit as they create a legacy so many, many more can taste the sweetness of a well-educated fruit. At this time, I have the pleasure of presenting 2 awards, the Gerwig Awards. The Gerwig Awards are given to 2 students, 1 male and 1 female, for unselfish service to our school. These students are recognized by peers and faculty for demonstrating service in an unselfish manner. It is with great pleasure that the 2013 Gerwig Awards for Unselfish Service at the Barack Obama Academy of International Studies are presented to Dinah Shaw, and Jonah Rather. At this time, we will have our valedictorian addresses by Scott Moore and Anna Vitti, followed by our joint salutatorian address by Samuel Lapp, Rena Matsuda, and Tyrell Swan.
Friends, family, loved ones, and class of 2013. Graduation is a time to reflect on past accomplishments while also looking towards the future. We have students who have already achieved excellence in many pursuits. Among them, Pennsylvania's youth governor, lieutenant governor, city champions in multiple sports, full tuition scholarship recipients to the nation's best schools, awards in the arts, and so on. We can look at the class of 2013 and know that the future of each student looks bright. But let's not forget that our class kept the present in mind as well. We didn't forget to live each day to the fullest. We didn't look so far ahead as to diminish our perception of the present. We spent time together. We cared for each other through it all. Our high school years were filled with unforgettable moments of dedication and drowsiness, strength and sickness, elation and embarrassment. We made memories and close friendships. We also encountered pain and loss. Some days, school was a circus. Other days, it was a graveyard. But we held our breaths, and we pushed forward, and here we are, together. I dedicate this speech to my father. My father is not only the reason I exist, but he's also the person to whom I will allot the vast majority of the credit if I achieve greater successes in the future. And not just on his credit card. Simply put, my father instilled character and integrity and the values that I hold true and dear. Simply put, my father is the greatest role model in my life. And to be half the man he is in 30 years would be the biggest blessing in the world. And he's a lot funnier up here than I would be. His educational philosophy, for me more specifically, could be summed up in 3 points. Number 1, What you learn is more important than the grades you receive. Number 2, honor your teachers by caring to learn what they teach. Number 3, honor your parents by behaving yourself in class. The first point was the hardest to balance. In retrospect, I too often worked for the grades alone. However, some nights I did manage to stay up late into the night reading or going off on a tangent. And once I discovered economics, it occurred a lot more frequently. My father and I are also closer now that his father passed away during my high school years. Loss brought us together, just as it has the class of 2013. And we have learned to rely on each other during these times and through these situations. The other person to whom I give credit is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Because I believe our talents are a gift from God, we should cultivate them. In junior year, I learned that a career in basketball was not in my future. So, I have opted to cultivate my mind instead because that's what I've got. I encourage you all to figure out what you've got, what you're good at, explore it, and find a way to enjoy it. Graduation speeches usually come with some sort of tidbit of advice, and I don't know if there's any amazing advice I could give you. I'm still figuring out my future as well. However, I'll pass on something obvious. The economy right now is awful. I wish I could say, go out there and take the world by the storm, as if the low-hanging fruit were there for the picking. Life is just harder than that. Prepare to climb many barren trees. Life will not be easy, but it will not be insurmountable either. We keep hearing from our teachers, this class is extraordinary. It's the best we've seen in years. The supportive staff at Obama continue to encourage and reassure us, and so do our parents. If there's anyone who is equipped to face these challenges, it's us. So let's go out and do it. I want to leave you with a quote that can more eloquently illuminate what I'm trying to say. One of my favorite presidents, Calvin Coolidge, once said, "Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated failures. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. So please, keep pressing on." Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I hope I don't cry like Scott, or else that would make this a lot harder to do. But I'd like to start off with a quote from the poem, All I Really Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten, and it's written by Robert Fulghum. Think what a better world it would be if all, the whole world, had cookies and milk about 3 o'clock every afternoon and then lay down with their blankies for a nap. Or if all governments had a basic policy to always put things back where they found them and to clean up their own mess. And it is still true, no matter how old you are, when you go out into the world, it's best to hold hands and stick together. These lines just give me chills. All I Really Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten was read to us for our first Feel Good Friday. Every senior is very familiar with Feel Good Friday. It meant we were able to just sit and listen to Mr. Neve dramatically read an inspirational passage instead of taking notes on the Arab-Israeli conflict. We began our freshman year at Reisenstein and then had to readjust to the Peabody building as seniors. Throughout this year, we've been watching our old high school building be torn to pieces. However, we have somehow found a way to hold hands and stick together and make the best out of every situation. We learned that the building was not Obama Academy. We were. Obama Academy has been a special place for me. It's a place where teachers and students hold hands and stick together. I felt more comfortable and appreciated here more than ever before, and I believe that many of you have also felt this way. It's safe to assume that every senior sitting in these chairs would agree that the high school experience we have all shared is very unique, and unique is always the word that I go to. It's unique that this class of such a diverse group of students, coming from an infinite number of backgrounds, has been able to support one another and mourn together, and of course laugh together for the past 4 years. It's unique that every single student here has found a group of peers that accepts them for their quirks. It's unique that in class we can regularly, maturely, and intelligently discuss issues such as religion, gay marriage, and abortion. It's unique that we have teachers who go above and beyond to give us tools to be successful, even if it means driving colleges insane by constantly calling to them and writing to them about a student from the Barack Obama Academy of International Studies, just because they genuinely feel that that student deserves a place at their university. On behalf of the senior class, to our teachers, I would like to say thank you. You have been outstanding mentors, role models, and motivators for every single one of us, and I can't stress how important that's been to us. Lastly, it's unique that we have a principal who you know will be supporting you during your senior night, or will sit with you in the hospital after you've injured your knee, or will take time out of his day to be an actor in your IB film project. However, this experience has been especially unique for me. As you all know very well, my father is a teacher and coach here at Barack Obama Academy of International Studies. I was definitely apprehensive to have him as a coach when I started out my freshman year, as I tried out for the volleyball team, and then grew uncertain once again when I learned that he'd be teaching my TOK class this year. I had absolutely no idea what was in store. Would other students resent me when my father gave our class an essay to write? Would I feel embarrassed or constantly self-conscious having my father around the building throughout the day? Would others make fun of me for raising my hand and addressing our teacher as Dad? All of these questions raced through my mind, but I found that my worries were very unnecessary. I had forgotten where I was. At Obama Academy, kids don't make fun of you for things that you can't control. At Obama Academy, you're surrounded by friends who just want the best for you. I ended up being lucky to have a parent who could so insightfully understand my high school experience. As a class, we somehow always tend to come together despite our differences, and it just always amazes me. When I reflect on the comfort I have felt, along with the challenges I've faced as a student of the Barack Obama Academy of International Studies, I can't help but become frightened by what the future has in store. For many of us, it will be the first time in 7 years that we'll have to meet new people and become part of a new family. And then, we'll have to set ourselves apart from our new peers to succeed. But we will always have to remember our roots. Seniors, the family, friends, teachers, and classmates we are surrounded by right now have all helped to define who we are as people. As we continue on with our education, and of course our lives, we must remember to hold hands and stick together, for we are part of an exclusive community that only we will ever truly understand. I have thoroughly enjoyed every single minute of our time together from August of 2009 to this June of 2013. I wish all of you luck in your future endeavors and have confidence that this class of 2013 will go on to do remarkable things. Thank you.
Hi. Thank you all for being here today. I'm Sam, and in case you didn't know, I'm a runner. Last Friday, I went for a run in Frick Park. I love running in Frick Park, not only because of the beauty of nature, but because there are hundreds of little trails, each unique, each leading in different directions. Every few hundred feet, you're faced with a choice of which path to take. Some may find this tedious, frightening even, for it is quite impossible to predict exactly where the trail will lead you. But I find it exhilarating, liberating. Rather than planning my exact route, I made spontaneous decisions at each juncture. I did not always take the most direct route, and I tended to favor the small, winding, overgrown trails over the bigger, well-maintained ones. And it made the run so much better. Running is when I do most of my deep thinking, and I got to thinking about life. One of the few times in Theory of Knowledge class this year that the class was actually able to come to a unanimous consent was when we discussed free will. And for whatever purpose, we each have the ability to determine our actions and our futures. But I want to stress that free will is not a burden. It may be difficult at times, but it's not an obstacle. It's important, necessary, but not a responsibility. Free will is nothing but that, freedom. It is a gift, and we have to embrace it. For me, choosing a path in Frick Park is not stressful, it is exciting. I do not know where it will lead, but I know I will enjoy wherever it takes me. You can't escape making choices, but you shouldn't even want to. All of us have unique stories, and all of us have faced difficult choices. All of us have at times taken the paths less traveled by. and I honestly believe that has made all the difference.
Hi, everyone. Well, we're here. We've come a long way. In just a few more minutes, we'll be graduates, free to go off and finally begin our lives. So, can I have a show of hands of people who are going out of the state next year? Yeah? Out of the state next year. Yeah? Okay. So, how about people who are going out of the city? Yeah, that's quite a lot. So, for those staying, how many of you are leaving first chance to get? Next year, I'm going to the University of Pittsburgh. Now, I've thought before, if I hadn't been raised here, this would be the perfect city to spend my college experience in. But nevertheless, I'm overwhelmingly excited for these next 4 years, which I know will be some of the best of my life. Now, as Sam said, we all possess this wonderful thing called free will. In these coming years, we'll discover new things, meet new people, and make tough choices. It's going to be phenomenally different than our long time spent here. But I also think it is an honor to be graduating today as a member of such a diverse class of 2013. Just one look around proves that there is no other group quite like us. Here, we have future lawmakers, scientists, musicians, all from different backgrounds, all interesting and unique. So I ask that no matter where you go, you take a little piece of home and of your memories here with you. May it be one of your favorite of Mr. Neve's stories, or one of Mom's special recipes, or a few pictures of you with your best friends. Don't forget where you come from. This beautiful city we call home, and the best group of students the school has ever seen. To take on my journey, I have the solution to the square root of I, a stack of Frisbees, and the endless photos that my camera trigger-happy dad has taken, and a lot of other memories I've gathered through these past years. I hope you each have a little something to take to the far, far places you'll go. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Tyrell Swan. In keeping with the theme of going places, I want to work on where I plan on going right now. For a while now, I've envisioned myself studying broadcast journalism, and finally, it looks like that vision will become a reality. Since I plan on becoming a sports reporter, I felt that it would only be fitting to deliver the rest of this address as a sports broadcaster. Tonight, the Obama Eagles finished their 2013 season with another championship. The road to the top for this team began 4 long years ago, but it all came down to the last 4 quarters that we've just witnessed. The team has seen losses along the way, roster moves, coaching adjustments, and a change in stadiums. But through all the adversity, Obama's class of 2013 showed why they were true champions. The team showed that they were a battle-tested group of individuals, and it was never more evident than during their trek to the top. The team stands today triumphant, basking in the glory of their many accomplishments, but they did not get here alone. I have Sam Lapp here live, and he would like to note some important acknowledgments.
Thanks, Tyrell. I'd just like to thank Dr. Walters and the rest of the front office, as well as all the coaches, and I'd like to thank all the family and friends for their unparalleled and relentless support and encouragement. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. We also have Rena here. Ms. Matsuda, would you like to share any words of wisdom? Couldn't have said it better myself, Rena. Like the great Vince Lombardi once said, I firmly believe that any man's finest hour, the greatest fulfillment of all that he holds dear, is that moment when he has worked his heart out in a good cause and lies exhausted on the field of battle, victorious. Well, I have one question, Eagles. How does it feel? That's all for tonight, folks. Concluding his first ever broadcast, for Rena Matsuda and Sam Lapp, I'm Tyrell Swan. Good night.
Well, good evening, everyone. So happy to be here with you. Congratulations, class of 2013. Each secondary school principal was requested by me to nominate one member of the graduating class for the Superintendent's Excellence for All Achievement Award. Principals were recognized or requested to nominate students who should be recognized as outstanding members of their classes who had already received some special honor. I recognize that it's impossible to honor every student whose achievement is outstanding, but in recognizing the one student nominated, it is possible to salute the outstanding achievement of an individual who is representative of the total achievement of the class. It is my pleasure this evening to present the Superintendent's Excellence for All Achievement Award to the student who was nominated for that honor by your principal. This student is the captain of the school's championship girls volleyball team, youth government editor-in-chief, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette Player of the Year for 2012, an international baccalaureate diploma candidate, and still finds time to work at Panera Bread. This student will attend the University of Pennsylvania in the fall and one of two class valedictorians for the Pittsburgh Obama class of 2013. The student so honored at the Barack Obama Academy of International Studies is Anna Vitti. Anna, congratulations. There you are. Got it? Okay.
Dr. Lane. On the recommendation of the administration, faculty, and the staff of the Barack Obama Academy of International Studies, in that they have met and completed the necessary requirements for graduation, I have the honor of presenting to you those whose names appear in the program as candidates for their high school diploma, the Barack Obama Academy of International Studies graduating class of 2013.
I am pleased to acknowledge the 2013 class of the Barack Obama Academy of International Studies and authorize the principal, Dr. Wayne N. Walters, to grant diplomas to the members of the class.
At this time, I will proceed with the granting of diplomas. Parents, guardians, and well-wishers, we ask for your cooperation at this time and ask that you keep your discussion to a presentable level so the names of our graduates can be heard.
Row 1, please rise. Eunice N. Ababio. Jasmine Brianna Adams. Jesse Anderson. Mosquin Paul Anderson. Montel Carlisle Anthony. Katriana Beck. Sharon Berman. Wesley Nicole Bivens. Savannah Elizabeth Branch. Brandy Jashay Brooks. Jermaine W. Brown, Jr. Maya Denaire Brown. Row 2, please rise. Terrence W. Brown. Micah Byram. Shelby A. Campbell. Keela L. S. Cash. Miles Calvin Catlin. DeAndre Tariq Cavanis. Kevin Chrysostome. Aaron D. Clanton. Selma Kokalik. Carlissa J. Council. Kendra Crawford. Gabrielle Alexandra Davis Jones. Taylor D. Dawkins. Row 3, please rise. Daniel S. Dillinger. Kaylee Emma Donovan. Danielle Nicole Dorsey. Connor Allen Doubt. Parrish Giovanna Durham. Renee Catherine Eddie Harvey. Juane Marie Ellis. Shamir Pamela Sandra Ellis. Tanisha Marcia Gibson. Daniel Herbert Goldstein. Hannah S. Green. Lincoln H. Griffin. Row 4, please rise. Alexis Renee Grissom. Rondell Harris. Maeve Helena Hendricks. Deja Troy Hopkins. Corinne LaShawn Hughes. Tierra Danae Ingram. Tara Lynn Jackson. Fletcher E. Jones IV. Flannery Joyce. Benjamin A. Junker. Kiva Denise London Kelly. Row 5, please rise. Marta Elizabeth Kolb. Matthew Samuels Lapp. Ryan Courtney Lane. Samuel Lapp. Dimitri Nicholas Lardis. David J. Lawhorn. Albany M. Lawson. Wendy Jo Levinson. Nicole May Martellotti. Rena Matsuda. Virgil William McClendon. Maya L. McCrae. Luke F. Miller. Barisha N. Milligan. Jovan Moore. Scott C. Moore. Row 6, please rise. Samuel D. Morrell. Sakai Nakahara. Max Okabayashi. Rashad Patton. Danielle Pelletier. Jordan Xavier Pollard. Curtis A. Pope. Jonah Blackman Rather. Tobias Blackman Rather. Eric Palmer Rodicus. London A. Reed. Sadiq Roberts. Kalia Marietta Rose. Row 7, please rise. Danae Andrea Shaw. Chelsea Sermons V. Adrian Sidney Smith. Kayla Jewel Smith. Ashley Renee Southers. Brianna Elaine Stringer. Micaiah Struthers. Tyrell Swan. Kiana Cameron Taylor Thomas. Tajea Giovanna Thompson. Anthony Tolliver. Lorenzo D. Townsend. Kishana Lene Vickers. Anna Maria Vitti. Shaquina L. Watkins. Row 8, please rise. Aaliyah Taylor Weathers. Leland J. Weston. Annie Reed Whittam. Alora Lee Williams. Daniel Stephen Weimer. Shay Alexander Wooford. Deja Renee Woodson. Taylor Michelle Woodruff. Akila Amira Youngblood. Row 8, please be seated.
Pardon? I just need to say a few things to them, and then I'll call you back.
Okay.
Yeah. Before I begin my closing remarks, I would like the graduates to please stand and salute your family and those who are here to celebrate this auspicious occasion with you, because without them, you are incomplete and you stand on their shoulders, so honor them. Thank you, graduates. Parents and guardians, we have been on this journey, some for as long as 7 years. And I thank you for your support, diligence, and affection through the years. Please know that your work was not done in vain, as you are here to witness the fruits of your labor. Graduation is a time of bittersweet reflection, as it holds memories and marks an ending, but at the same time, it signifies a new reality filled with hope, as it is a new beginning. We have spent many years together, me getting to know you, and you getting to know me. And I will miss everything about the unique characteristics that each of you brought to our school. You are a special class, known to some as the Lucky 13. That lucky class of 2013, the second polished graduating class of the Barack Obama Academy of International Studies. That I had the opportunity to watch and grow from naive sixth graders to know-it-all seniors. But as the old saying goes, all good things must come to an end. And I will truly miss and cherish the times that we spent together. But before you go and spread your wings, as you soar to new heights as the proud eagles you are, I am compelled to leave you with some lasting words as you go out into a world that you think you know, but will soon see is dramatically different. I thought first of sharing the basics, such as make sure before you leave home, you learn to wash, cook, clean, and iron, so you can at least feel good, look, and smell the part. And then I thought maybe I should give you some of my favorite recipes for things to mix with ramen noodles, as they will become some of your best gourmet meals in college, when you are sometimes broke. But no, I have to first begin with you, the inner you, the core of you, the essence of you, the beautiful you. The way to be happy is to first love yourself. And the way to love yourself is to do the things that make you proud of yourself. You are the person you are most with in your life. So if you do not love yourself, you are always with someone you don't like. Love yourself. Next, understand that the world is a well-run theater, and you can either be on that stage, acting, producing, directing, creating, and controlling what happens, or you can be in the audience, looking and wondering what will happen next. Your decisions, your tenacity, your drive, your resiliency, your passion will decide whether you will be on the world stage or simply sitting in the audience. Commit to lifelong learning. Knowledge changes every day, and it does not end today, although I'm the first to celebrate this milestone with you. Recognize that until today, a great portion of your success was determined by having the correct answers. But tomorrow, your success will depend on how quickly you learn to adapt and how you can help and work with others who may not look like you, talk like you, dress like you, or act like you. This is what I meant all those times when I told some of you to stop being simple. As the world is extremely complex and cruel to those who are not well educated, exposed, cultured, and not easy to adapt to change. So commit to lifelong learning, as it will save your life. The number 12 has special significance in our lives. There are 12 months in the year, 12 inches in a foot, 12 members on a typical court jury, 12 hours on a clock's face, and 12 grades that must be completed for graduation. If I take you back to a childhood story, Cinderella, she had much to do before the clock struck 12. Today, as your clock strikes 12, is your ball over? Will you allow your investment and that of your families to turn into pumpkins, mice, rats, and rags? Cinderella's fairy godmother never promised her that life would be easy. She gave very specific instructions that Cinderella failed to follow. But all was not lost. When life seemed at its most miserable, when Cinderella could have stayed in the kitchen where her evil stepsisters told her she belonged, she took a risk, gathered her strength and her will, and remembered the lessons that her true parents taught her, and put her foot into that glass slipper. Now, I'm not telling you to wait for a prince to come along with a glass slipper. I am telling you to remember what those who love and care for you have taught. I am telling you to remember that you are strong enough and packaged with 100% Obama swag. And for those of you who don't know what that means the complete package. To take the risks that lead to success. The motto that has guided your lives at Obama is nothing in life is so complicated that it cannot be achieved by discipline and hard work. It will not always be easy, but build your resilience so that you can always bounce back and continually rise to the challenge through discipline and hard work. History tells us, to whom much is given, much is required. Make no mistake, much has been given to you. So you are now required to give back to others less fortunate and lift others as you climb. Do not become a self-centered, self-serving, self-indulgent individual, as the world already has enough of these folks. Members of the class of 2013, you are brilliant and beautiful beyond measure. May you have the courage to follow your dreams and the wisdom to make good choices for your future. May you never forget the lessons you've learned about being a good person. May your future be filled with the rewards that come with hard work and always doing the right thing. And as you go forward on this day to new and exciting challenges, may you be proud of all you do and all that you become. I love you, and I will always say, as I always say in the hallowed halls of the Barack Obama Academy of International Studies, keep it moving. Dr. Lynn, please provide us with the declaration.
On behalf of the Pittsburgh Board of Education, with the authority granted to it by the Pennsylvania Department of Education, I hereby declare the 2013 class of the Barack Obama Academy of International Studies graduated. Please join me in a round of applause for our graduates.